Let's get more familiar with the Map Editor GUI. Here we can create and edit project files that produce position mapping configuration files for the translation process. Let's start a new project. We need to assign a source file to a project. The client end-of-day position information is contained in this file. Now we can create maps from market instrument to risk system models. At the bottom left, we can see all the source file headers. These fields will be used in the mapping, both as filters criteria and as assignments to the model fields. The upper left window contains the mapping rules. Let's add a new model. For example, an equity. This mapping rule will be assigning an equity index proxy to a difficult-to-model bank debt term loans. We will indicate it in the rule name. At the top we have the filters window. Here we can specify what positions this mapping rule applies to. We can group filters criteria using either AND or logical operations. In our example, we will filter positions with the source field investment type code short equal to bank debt term loans. We would like to narrow our position set down further. We will use AND operation to add the second filter. Let's pick positions that are marked in the source field RM security model as all proxies. Inside the filters we will use equal operation. There are many other logical operations available within the filters. In the center of the window we can see an equity model template. Red Swan Translator comes equipped with all available risk system templates that are maintained up to date. We can drag and drop the source file headers into the fields of the model template. For example, let's drag the field Risk Matrix Proxy into the equity name template field. We can also use expressions combining different fields and applying operations to them. For example, we can combine the fields security code and holding ID, the semicolon and holding ID in position name field. The mandatory field in the templates are marked in red. Below we see the preview for the source data, the map file, and the translator output file that will populate once we run the application. Let's open an existing project to see how the application can be customized. We can rearrange the screens in order to gain more space for the screens where we work most. For example, here I have detached the windows for filter criteria and docked them on the left of the screen. I have the model template window in the center of the screen. The mapping rule and the source field windows are docked at the bottom. All the preview windows are docked on the right. Once we fill the template with source file fields, we can run the translator. The first screen will show us if some obligatory fields are not filled. We can click on the message to see which model they belong to. On the next screen we can specify the name and location of the map file and generate it. The final screen shows us the info for the translated file. Here we can choose the output file format, files locations, and other options. Now we can translate the file into a selected format. We can see the log file giving us the info for each mapping on this console. Once the translation is finished, we can see the output file in the preview screen. This completes our introduction to the Red Swan Mapping Editor.